I beat Genshin's card game with only cards. That sounds exactly right, but trust me when I say that could not be farther from the truth. As you know, Genius Invocation TCG is a strategy game where you roll dice, play cards, and attack with your characters to achieve victory. However, today's challenge will completely obliterate that last step. We aren't allowed to attack normally at all. Those 3 circles at the bottom right, it was all a bad dream. They don't exist anymore. That gets rid of the majority of our team's damage, and before you pass it off as light work, there's actually one set of cards that I'm banning from the challenge. Character talent cards. Some of those things are busted, like Linnies, Navias, and oh my gosh, Sinos. So the bottom line is that if the talent card makes them use one of their moves, we're striking it from the list. Can I still come out on top? Let's find out. But first, before we begin, here are a few of you viewers that I want to shout out. If you want to have a chance of being up here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be sure not to do repeats. First off, how in the world is this possible? The entire basis of dealing damage comes from the exact things that I've denied myself. Of course I have a plan. This wasn't totally some revenge against the YouTube algorithm for severely massacring that video. Just wait. I've got nothing. Okay, let's take this one step at a time. First, what can we include in our 30 card deck? While we can play any card, which is definitely recommended considering no attacks will eat up our dice, most of them only help the team, not actively hurt the opponents. Weapons are cute and all, but they're only going to be fancy accessories. There might be some uses with artifacts, so I'll throw in the obligatory tenacities, but staying alive is half the battle. We still need to get the damage somehow. Next, we turn to a promising site. Locations. There's one that shines like a bright diamond, Sayrai Island. If the opposition heals in any way, 2 piercing damage is coming their way in the end phase. It can't kill, but it's certainly a start. Another could be King Deshret's Mausoleum. It sounds nice, giving the opponents a card that can only play to deal 1 piercing damage, and I actually at first went haywire for this, going so far as to buy the Art of Negotiation from Alvard over there, waiting a full actual day, then coming back just to buy Pancration from him. Wow, is that dedication or what? But no, once I finished placing the power of friendship in my stack, it all came crashing down when I found out that they can only play 1 forbidden knowledge around. Only Sayrai is the only helpful location, so let's turn our attention to the other thing that can occupy the left side. Companions. And let's turn a blind eye and move on. Ow, hey, okay, some of you guys can help a bit. The main one is my doggo boy Tarumaru. He distributes 4 treasure chests throughout the deck, and upon playing one, he forks over a free Omni die. But the real good thing about him is that once you play 2 of these cards, he comes down and fights for us. However, don't play your Tarumarus too fast. If you end up proccing 2 at once, it sadly does not give you 2 good boys, because there'd be too much cuteness in the world. At most, it just refreshes the summon, which loses DPSage. Speaking of the summons, there is another one we could use, Abyssal Summons. And with this, we look towards event cards, the one place where there would be a salvation, if it existed. Yes, we use the same resonance card in our Albedo solo video, but considering this is a very tough challenge, I'm not going to limit myself like this. We'll need that 1 elemental damage. You just need to get lucky enough to get usable reactions. We're also going to throw in the charging and plunge attack cards, you know, getting the extra damage, and we can't forget about... What's that? My toady senses are tingling and telling me you aren't too happy with the last cards I put in there. They may be action cards that lead to actual damage, but remember what I said before? If the talent card makes them use one of their moves, we're striking it from the list. So yeah, I'm giving myself this. Plus, it's quirky. Why not? Being able to deal that crisp 2 physical damage is basically free Tarumaru. Well, half of them at least. Finally, food. This will probably be the good majority of the deck. While it could add Northern Smoked Chicken, I think the Charge Plunge duo is enough quirk already. That means we're going to have a whole lot of healing food. I guess we can prioritize staying alive. But all this food is beside the point. If we're not going to deal damage, consider us dead. No matter how much food we stuff into our faces, we've never allowed a DC victory, and I'm not planning to start now. It's just, what can we use? The only thing left for us is characters. Okay, big question. Which 3 are we taking on this impossible mission? Almost everyone on the list is immediately off the table. They only just sit there, looking pretty. Which, slay, Kaya. But they're not going to help us win. I mean, there are certain characters that can create cards like Navia and Chevreuse, but they're only available once you deal damage, through attacking like a normal person. That means we need to find a character that can somehow attack while only using cards without actually attacking themselves. Wait, haven't I heard this before? Oh no, not you again. If you're enjoying this so far, please be sure to like, sub, and ring that notification bell to stay updated for future content. Also be sure to check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/gameperson06. Not only do I play the games you see here, but I play a lot of other fun games like Valorant, Honkai, and It Takes Two solo. And one more, we have our Discord, the Gamer Person Party. Come hop in and have a place to talk with people of similar interests. There's personalized notifications, chat rooms, and even a suggestion channel where you yourself can contribute to the growth of our channel. Come join the Gamer Person Posse. I'll be ecstatic of your arrival. We've already asked for this character's help once, and as luck has it,
Back to me.
As you know, APEP creates 6 children and scatters them throughout the deck. If we can find them, we can most definitely play them for the 2 Dendro dice, which then they'll deal 1 Dendro damage. Yes, it isn't the most, but it's nothing APEP's character talent can't solve. Alright, who else is... Oh, my toady sense has returned. You're upset about APEP's talent card getting in? Well, remember what I said before? If the talent card makes them use one of their moves, we're striking it from the list. Seriously, I made the video. I know the twist I'm putting in here. Since APEP's talent doesn't end up making APEP bust a move, we can allow it. The talent is essential anyway, since it not only creates more children to sacrifice, but each of them deal twice as much damage. But now we'll need a way to find a way to fish them out. We can create a draw deck, but cards like Sealy and Chang aren't going to be too helpful. On top of that, with so many high cost cards, we'll need a way to consistently get extra dice to ramp, stall, or even launch an attack. We are allowed to tune, but it doesn't matter if our die is the right color if we don't have enough. So we'll need a character who not only can draw cards, not only create dice, but can also do all this without lifting a single finger? Who fits that description? Oh, hello. Ah! I know these two are way past their prime, but the consecrated beasts are our best bet. Both animals create bone cruncher blocks and scatter them throughout the deck. Once we find one, we can play it to discard a high cost card, then get an extra die of the same element as our active character. Plus, if we throw in the Scorpion's talent, which is once again allowed, every time we play one, we'll draw a card and make another bone cruncher. So we're including the Scorpion this time. Sorry, Snake, but with you, there would be too many cards. But then, who's our third? Well, whoever this person is, it's probably going to be our scapegoat. Most of our damage will come from APEP and the summons. And the Scorpion is vital for card draw and dice, so this last guy is kind of just here for the ride. Let's at least make good use of the charge plunge combo by using the only character who only needs time to deal 4 elemental damage for his normal attack. Yep, Sino, my man, is my third guy. Yes, we aren't allowed to bring in his talent, and I wasn't planning on it. Nonetheless, Sino's Pathsworn Pact Clear is enough to deal massive damage. If we wait 2 rounds, his normal attacks already deal electro damage, and if we wait just 2 more, he'll deal an extra 2 damage, like on everything. Plus, the electro will be helpful to pair with APEP's Dendro. The quickens can go a long way, but you'll need to be resourceful. Speaking of, let's talk about strategy now. This deck is a very fragile one, especially with the discarding bone crunchers that can get rid of very useful cards. Start by ramping and equipping as much as possible. You won't be dealing much damage in your first rounds, so use the leftover dice to fodder into artifacts or Libet. It's also best to switch between characters and minimize the damage. Remember that APEP is the most important character in this deck. The Scorpion and Sino can go down early, so sit on them more often. Once you do get your summons, don't be afraid to use them immediately. Hopefully the enemies also want to spread the damage and thus the elements, but that's a big if. One finicky thing you'll need to get down is Sino's charge plunge combo. Remember that the charge card only applies the effect onto the active character, so make sure to switch to Sino first before using the card. Then when you're ready to use the plunge card, make sure you activate it with an even number of dice. This will proc the +2 damage boost and have Sino do a whopping 6 electro damage, plus any reactions on top of that. It's wild, but it's very risky. Not to mention, the plunge card has a high enough cost to be put on the bone crunching block, so you'll need to get the damage out fast. But other than that, it's a goal far out of reach. But let's see if we can stretch high enough. Here are a few clips I want to show you.
Hooray! There's not even a healer here. Bone cruncher. Nice. Wait, I kind of wanted that. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. You're probably not wrong.
Buckle up.
That is definitely okay. Yeah, that's definitely going to. Okay, yeah, child. Luckily, they're taking their time with it though. Not with that. 5. I need to keep you alive as long as I can though. Oh no. Of course I had to get against an aggro deck like this. Of course I did. Got this. Yeah, that wasn't exactly the best play on my part. Yeah, you. Oh, the active character? Are you serious? Really? Oh. And then I guess, okay, let's see how much this would do, actually. 2. It would do 3. Did it not work? I thought it would have worked. That is true. I don't actually need to do that, actually. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm going to save face. Let's see what meta-ness. Oh no. An overload deck without even Chevrus. Alright, logic. I want to say this challenge seems impossible, but I'm talking to the person who won a duel using only status effects. You know, you're talking to that man. I used it already. Yeah, see? And they're gonna go for that, which, understandable. It's scary. but we will have all the little shields up, so then it'll be a little bit better. Be a little bit better. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it will not be better. No, are you serious? Oh my, of course this team has fervent flames, but...
Speed of light.
Again?
Cut to the chase.
Oh my gosh, what? Dude, that's crazy. Double pyro resonance. And now, my Sino can't do anything, man. Yeah, I won't need that at all, actually. Goodbye. I don't need you. Oh, because you're dead. Because he's dead. The thing doesn't work. I don't know.
Incoming.
We did good damage. Considering that, you know...
A new cycle.
We did... considering that we did like this. Good. We actually did pretty good.
We're having just one issue with this deck. These Bone Crunchers are getting too much. The Scorpion creates 2 each end phase and puts them somewhere within the first 6 cards of the deck. However, since we're aiming to stall, we're going to last a lot of rounds and thus create so many cards that our hands look like this. Did you forget we can only play 1 Bone Cruncher a round? We're so close, but not close enough. What will we do? Oh, hi. Ah! It was a long shot, but since the snake only spawns 6 at the start of the game, it might be just enough to help us without weighing us down. Yes, its talent isn't as good as the Scorpions, but we had to try something different, so I put the snake on the deck and hope for the best. And in the very next match...
It's talent anyway, unless you change Arcane. Stall deck! Please! Get your popcorn ready, y'all. This is definitely going to be a long haul, because we don't need to play this just yet. We're only going to play this once they turn over to Kokomi. Oh, right! That doesn't matter! No! I don't... It's clearly a discard, isn't it? So I'm gonna play you just in case. I'm gonna play you. So then I can do this. This is a very smart move. Very smart move. Actually, that's the interesting thing. Oh, if you go to her now and start doing her burst, I'm gonna be so angry. I'm gonna be so angry. Are you serious? No! Oh no! Ah!
Now you shall perish.
I am alive! I am alive. Please, please tell me this does monster damage. Please tell me this is monster damage. We're still gaming. I was so scared because I forgot. I forgot she does that. I forgot she does that. Please. 7. 7's good. Luckily, I have you. I have so much protecting.
On to oblivion.
I have so much protecting it. Oh, you're gonna let... Oh. Oh, all the pyro died with you.
Under oath.
And now you're gonna go to her simply because... You're gonna go to you because there's nothing... Okay. What? What? Wait, was that a fumble? Did you forget I had 1,000 young? Wait. Wait. Children! Okay, all I need to do is just survive. Okay, literally at this point, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything at this point. I can't do anything. I just have to hope that you do not have a Hydro die. I think I just threw... He did! He could have just... Not with that. Not with that, y'all. We're in this... Wait, no! Wait! We're still winning!
These challenges keep getting wilder and wilder, but with every setback, we learn something
Okay,
new,
I'm
and
so
today
sorry. But-
we've
oh.
learned just enough to beat,
Do it.
conquer, and
Move to
demolish
her.
Genshin Impact's Genius Invocation
And
TCG
let's
with only cards. So, yes, this challenge is a mission complete.
We did